Hey guys, I'm in the shop today. I'm getting ready to put together a Milwaukee Packout for catfishing. Was at the Missouri River the other day, and it was nice. I had a light tackle set up, but I want to start fishing near my house at the Bighorn River where it drops into the reservoir, and I want to be prepped with all the sinkers and the swivels and hooks that I will most commonly use. So I'll take you along on this little project and go from there. Thanks for joining. For starters, I'm just going to go with some hooks. These are the smaller ones. Got some a little bit bigger, and then some big boys there. This is just for my local area. Not like we're fishing for monsters. Then I got some swivels, just different sizes. Got some big ones if we're going with the heavier stuff. But even on these light ones, I actually like using these swivels that have a little lock in them. So if you do get a big fish, it's not going to straighten the swivel out. Where these ones, in fact, I'll probably swap these out because I've had these ones actually pull out of the swivel when you catch a fish, and you'll lose a fish on those. So I'd recommend sticking with those for the smaller fish and the trout and whatnot. But a catfish, you never know what you're going to get on the end of the line. So I'd try to stick with just either a regular barrel swivel, and if you're going to do the snaps, make sure they have the locks. Okay, so we're at the lead melter here, and right now I've got some different sinkers here. These are ones I used on the Missouri. I used, I think it was an 1.5 ounce flat sinker there. So we're just going to pour a batch of each of these, and that'll give me a good start to have in my box. Yeah, let's see how these bad boys turned out. Not bad. Got one over here that stayed over there. That'll give us a different size. I think I'll do 2 of each, or 2 of those, and then we'll go do the same on this. Okay, there's 2 batches of the bank mold. Okay, now we're gonna do the large bank mold. These take a little bit of lead. I'm just doing 2 of everything, just because I usually fish with 2 rods. And I want to keep somewhat portable still. There we have it. You could almost ladle these in, but it's good enough for who it's for. Just because you're pouring so much lead at one time. I went out to the shop looking for some stuff like this to make my box, and I thought, well, I may as well just pour some new ones. Okay, so now we're going to do an egg sinker. We'll just put the pin in, get them poured. So there's our eggs. Okay, there's our second batch of eggs. Put a little lithium grease on the rod. Helps to get the weights off of the rods. If you just grease them a little bit, come right off with a pair of pliers. So next we'll do the no roll sinkers, these little teardrop flat ones, and they require a rod to go through them. I just use these little Senko staples from a framing stapler. Just take them off one at a time, and they work great. You can kind of use the pliers to pull them out with force, and it doesn't matter if you ruin them because they're so cheap. Just basically stuff left over from job sites. Okay, so they're all just laying in there. You can verify they're coming out the other side. Then you just take your needle nose pliers and pull those out. No problemo. Kind of destroys the staple when you pull it out, but me no quiero. Just like that, those are done with holes through the middle. We'll do a second batch of those. These have become one of my favorite sinkers, these little flat bottom. They work really good. Cast really well. Sit on the bottom of the lake. Got a few cats the other day with them. Did a good job. Okay, and last but not least, we're going to do some river sinkers. 2, 3, and 4 ounces. To do those river sinkers, they take these little brass inserts, snap them in the mold. So there's your inserts. We'll do that one more time, and then we will clean up the lead. We'll go inside on the computer and design an insert for the Packout to hold these items. Another thing I'm probably going to grab is some beads too. Probably a good idea to have some beads in your catfishing kit just to protect your knots where the sinkers slide against the knots. Not crucial every time, but like with the bigger stuff, it's prudent, makes sense. Okay, unplug the lead pot, and we will get cleaning up the sprues. Okay guys, so on these little sinkers with holes in them, I've been known to take a drill bit, small drill bit, just follow through that hole, just so you don't have any problems on the water. You just verify that she's free and clear for your line to go through. Hey guys, so there's our setup. I'm going to also throw in a Leatherman tool, Gerber I guess this one is, given to me by a friend of mine, and got some beads, and we'll just kind of make it a generic box so that if I got something we can add to it, and if I decide I don't need something we can take it away. So this ain't no book of Revelations. Okay guys, I decided to coal my pile, get rid of some stuff I probably won't use. So I'm going to take these ones and get rid of them. I don't think I'm going to use these 5s and 4s on this particular box. But I think that gets me pretty much up to 4 ounces there, but mostly 1 to 3 ounces. We gotta be able to find a home for everything there, no problemo. Just didn't want to be packing all that weight that I'd probably not use much. Can always bring it along if I go on a big river trip, instead of packing it all the time for nothing. Okay, so there's our design. We're gonna go hit print, get her done. Well, just got a notification on my phone. She is 100%. So let's tear it off and we'll take it downstairs and load it up. Funny thing, as soon as this thing's printed tonight, I just saw a pyramid sinker on Facebook used and I bought it. So I don't know what we're gonna do now. I put a couple extra ports in for different things. Maybe the pyramids could go over here and this top one here. So I think that's just an extra one. So it's the way it goes. Okay, back downstairs. Here's our finished product. Just drops in. Boom. We'll just start loading it up. And there we have it. Super excited about this. And luckily for me, we've even got that top right for those new pyramid sinkers when we get them poured. So I thank you for joining me. Okay, so just to be a little transparent here, these beads, I should have lined them up with the indents on these lids because they're not all flat and flush. So I screwed up there. I should have had those beads a little bit further up, and also with the swivels, I should have taken note on that as well for the way this thing's designed. But to fix it temporarily, until I print another one, just threw a piece of packing tape in there on both of those sections. And now it'll hold things where they go, and things pretty much stay where they should. So like I say, next time if I did it, I would avoid that by making sure those squares ended up in the parts that are flush with the plastic on top. But still pretty happy with it.